Hi everybody, welcome to Iredell-Statesville School EDtalks. Our guest today is Bill Walker, an extraordinary agricultural teacher from North Iredell High School. Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And I got to brag on you just a little bit before we get into talking about Wake Up to Ag Day, but I just learned this week that Carolina Farm Credit has just started an award, a recognition program, and you are among one of 5 in North Carolina to be recognized for fresh perspectives. And this is an award that is given that highlights agricultural teachers and people in the industry that are doing extraordinary work in promoting agriculture and in passing along knowledge to the next generation.
I'm very humbled to be recognized for that award, but without my co-teachers at North Iredell, it wouldn't be possible to be recognized for the work that our ag program has done. So I gotta give credit where it's due on that.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to you. One of 5 in North Carolina and one of 100 in the entire United States. So congratulations to the great work you're doing up there at North Iredell High School.
Well, thank you very much.
And some of the numbers up there are really impressive. You guys have 425 FFA members. That makes you the largest chapter in North Carolina and maybe in the Southeast. So you guys are doing something right up there.
We have tremendous community support and excellent support from our administration, and we've got great kids to work with. With that recipe, it's easy to breed success.
Well, we're very proud of the work that you do up there. You know, one of the outstanding innovations that you guys put in place a couple of years ago was Wake Up to Ag Day. And this is a program that touches all 17 of our elementary schools. This year it's going to be presented to about 1,500 kindergartners, held down at the Iredell County Fairground in Troutman. And this is what, the 4th or 5th year that we've been doing this?
I believe it's the 4th year.
4th year. And so it has turned out to be one of the best field trips that we do in the school district.
We start getting emails in September from kindergarten teachers wanting to know the dates and wanting to go ahead and register their kids, and it really makes us excited, and it helps our high school students, and obviously it helps the kindergarten students. And it actually was an idea of one of our former students, Alex Miller, who is now in school at NC State to be an agriculture teacher. She had this idea, and it's evolved from that.
Yes, and I remember that young lady. She was an extraordinary student, and this was her idea. And so we do need to make sure that she gets that credit, and hopefully she can come be part of the day.
She came last year, and I think if her schedule allows, she'll be there again this year.
Yeah. Well, it was a simple idea, but a great idea, and this aligns with the kindergarten curriculum beautifully. And that's why the teachers support it so strongly. And it is a local field trip. And let's talk about what the kids get to see that day.
Well, the way we have it set up this year, as in years past, is there's going to be certain rotations that the students have to go through, and there'll be beef cattle and dairy cattle and sheep and goats and pigs, and a horticulture station where they will actually get to plant a seed and take that plant home with them. There'll be a couple other stations with small grain growers where they'll learn where the crops that are grown in the fields, how they transform into the cookies or the bread or the pizza crust that they eat. And then there's a free choice area where Lazy Five has a petting zoo, and a lot of our local agribusinesses bring farm equipment out and let the students take a test drive on a brand new tractor or an antique tractor. The North Carolina Wildlife Service is going to bring out a little shooting range and talk about safety with the little pellet rifles like it did last year.
Yeah.
And they're going to have the furs from a lot of the wildlife species from North Carolina so that the students will learn how to identify them and interact with wildlife, and it's going to be a wonderful time. We're working very hard to coordinate everything right now, and I think it's going to be an excellent field trip again for our kindergarten students.
Now, internally in the school district, you do depend on a lot of help from the other schools as well, and this does involve teachers as well as the high school students. Tell us how that works.
We at North Iredell coordinate everything, mainly Bryant York, and we coordinate everything but West Iredell High School, South Iredell, and Lake Norman, the other public schools in the county that have an agriculture program, help us out by providing manpower to staff all these different rotations and to interact with the kindergarten students. They also work with us to line up people to be exhibitors and to donate stuff and to help cover the cost of some of these items that are there because we do not charge the kindergartners anything from our end.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that we really want to stand strong with is to make it a very affordable field trip for the kindergartners. But we do rely on a lot of the other ag programs in the county. There is a private school, Crossroads Christian School, that has an agriculture program, and they help us as well.
Yes.
So it's a good way for all of us to interact together and work together.
Absolutely. Earlier you was mentioning something that I had never really thought about, but as a kid growing up here in Iredell County, I remember the farm. Now, I didn't live on a farm, but I was within walking distance of a farm. So I put up hay, I milked a cow, I fed chickens, but I'm becoming a rare breed now. We are multiple generations away from farm life. Talk a little bit about that.
You're exactly right. Less than 2%. It's really closer to 1.5% of all Americans are involved in farming and the production agriculture side of it. And what they are tasked, and I myself am a young farmer, and we are tasked with feeding the other 99%. And it's pretty daunting. And like you mentioned a minute ago, most folks are 3 to 5 generations away from the farm, and they don't realize where their food comes from. They think that when you go to Food Line or Walmart or wherever you do your grocery shopping at, that's where the food is. It just magically appears on the shelves. Well, it doesn't. There's farmers, men and women, working together to provide that food. And agriculture is a big industry here in Iredell County. I think it's roughly 15% of all jobs are ag-related.
Wow, I did not know that. Well, I think it's important, too, to point out to young people that you don't have to be a farmer to work in agriculture. There are a lot of support careers that support that farmer. And I know you guys do a great job of that in the high schools and exposing kids to those careers and whatnot. Great educational pathways for them, lots of scholarship opportunities. So the future for working in an ag-related business looks very, very bright.
It is. In the economic downturn around 2008, when a lot of careers had cuts and you couldn't find a job, anyone that graduated with an agriculture degree could get a job. It might not have been exactly where you wanted it to be. You might not have been able to come home, but you could have got a job. And that's one thing that we tell our kids. There are some degrees that you can get that you're going to struggle to find a job with. If you get an agriculture degree, whether it's from one of our community colleges, like with Mitchell with their ag program now, or from one of the universities in North Carolina, you're going to be marketable. You're going to be able to find a job and be successful.
Yes.
And that's what we're trying to provide opportunities for our kids beyond the high school level, and that's where our education program comes in.
Absolutely, and you guys do a remarkable job with that. Well, the dates are set, April the 27th and the 28th at the Iredell County Agricultural Fairgrounds in Troutman. And so we got all 17 schools signed up as of yesterday, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And so you guys will be expecting somewhere around 1,500 kindergartners during that 2-day visit. So we wish you well with that. And anything else that you'd like for us to know about the program?
Just one more time, would like to thank our administration, our community for all the support. We're very blessed to be where we are in the northern part of Iredell County. And anytime we need resources, whether it be monetary resources or a field trip to take so the students can see cows and crops and different things like that, our folks up there are awesome to work with. They really are just amazing, and it makes our job a lot easier, and it helps the students, and that's what we're all about, student success.
I know you are, and the more collaboration you get between the grown-ups, the better end result you get for kids. So you guys have certainly exemplified that with this program, Wake Up to Ag Day. Well, thanks for watching, and we hope that you can get more information about Wake Up to Ag Day and actually visit us on April 27th and 28th at the Iredell County Agricultural Fairgrounds. Thank you very much for watching.